Oh hey, it's your friend that will always stop and pet that dog with you. How dare you even ask? Here for another round of Tech Tea. Congress finally got to sit down and talk with the head of ChatGPT this week, and they had a lot to say. So let's get into it. I've talked about in previous videos about the dangers of AI, how fast it can grow, and how there are a lot of people trying to put a pause on this new technology from rolling out, at least until it comes with some sort of guardrails in place. Well, it looks like after Microsoft and Google got their spotlight at the White House, OpenAI did as well. Tuesday, Sam Altman was called to a U.S. Senate hearing to speak on the uses and worries of the AI his company created, and the answers might shock you. Unlike the Facebook or TikTok hearing, Tuesday's was extremely structured and professional. Although some still had some sound bites they wanted to get in, the majority of the hearing was extremely insightful. Mr. Altman said that the latest iteration of ChatGPT 4 was tested for months to ensure that the AI was helpful and that there were as many boundaries up for the service as they could put in. It also works hard to refuse harmful requests, but there are currently no regulations that stop others from creating copies of ChatGPT's framework without these safeguards, which can be extremely dangerous. They highlighted the fact that AI and ChatGPT are extremely helpful and can be used in groundbreaking, amazing ways, but in the wrong hands, it could be potentially dangerous. Much like we're seeing in the form of deepfakes, manipulated images, and artist likeness being copied. Mr. Altman is suggesting that the government requires testing and licenses if others are going to create newer, more powerful models of AI. Christina Montgomery, the vice president of IBM, also sat for the hearing and agreed with Mr. Altman. Congress needs to have set rules for those that release AI, at least when that software has a clear risk to impacting society. Of course, this comes with finding out what all of those risks are. She also stated that companies that utilize AI should be transparent, with clear labels when customers are interacting with generated responses or software versus other humans. Things are getting weird, right? Both Ms. Montgomery and Mr. Altman agreed that the development of this tool may very well impact jobs in the future, but they are optimistic that while there may be some job loss, there is potential for even more positions to be created with the utilization of AI tools. That being said, there is a real fear about manipulation, which goes back to what Mr. Hinton said in my video last week. The use of these tools being used to create false news and influence things like the upcoming election is a very real thing and should be prevented. So where does that leave us? Well, what will most likely happen is that a new cabinet or agency will be created in order to regulate the safe creation of these tools moving forward. It'll be interesting to see if this does happen, who will be picked to be on those cabinets or agencies.
Congress failed to meet the moment on social media. Now we have the obligation to do it on AI before the threats and the risks become real.
Still though, these talks are good news. AI is an amazing tool when utilized safely, and while Bard, Bing, and OpenAI are creating safe pathways for these tools to thrive, it will be necessary to have a set standard for others moving forward. That's all I have for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow.